Hey guys, Mike here, coming at you with another video. This is going to be another personal update. I do like to do these every once in a while, and it's been another little while since I made a video, a few months actually. So I did record something recently, but I decided to redo this and rewrite it and just give you even more of an update because I recorded initially something about a month ago, and now a lot changed actually in my life. So life is still going, you know, she's going, and I'm still changing, and my life is still changing and everything, which is why I wanted to just focus on what was really happening with me, even if I don't have a large following. My newest video hit 2.5 thousand views, and it was a video of Trailer Park, the animated series, Trailer Park Boys. So I've seen that before. It's been a while actually since I saw that one, like a few years ago, I think, but it came out in 2019, but it's still funny. And I noticed the exact scene that I wanted to see wasn't on YouTube, so then I took the video and I was allowed to use that video that I did to, just upload it so other people can see it. So, what I thought I could do on YouTube, besides my personal updates or random videos here and there, would be to just upload videos of TV shows or movies that are hard to find because I have a good streaming site and I can get like pretty much any TV show or any movie or whatever. So if there's something I know that's funny, I'm a kind of a big movie guy. I could just share it with you guys, and hopefully that'll be more fun than this there. But this actual video that I'm doing right now is going to be dedicated to giving a little bit more advice as well as my personal opinions about how I feel. So here we go. First of all, is drinking a sign of mental illness? Some people think it is. I've seen videos of people talking about that on Facebook, and maybe it's a short reel or something, and they say something fast and they give their opinion, and that's that. They let people talk about it. I think that if you think that drinking is that big of a deal, you're a little bit of a health nut, because the bars are always packed. I don't know where you're from, but every time I go to the bar, it's full. So there's a lot of people that drink, right? Those beer companies make tons of money. And some people, they think you're soft if you think that beer is such a big deal. And some people think that it actually does make a huge difference in your brain and your body and all that shit. I've tried being sober and I've tried drinking like once or twice a week, having a few beers. And if you can limit yourself, then it's not a big deal. Um, Meaning, like, some people can control it, and it actually does help you overall. Like, it makes me feel just more relaxed. Um, Even if the next day I'm a bit more tired, I have medication that I take or that I need to take sometimes, and like there are some days where I'm not supposed to take it. It's part of my health plan. Everybody's different, right? So maybe it doesn't work for you, but it works for me to like actually calm my nerves or whatever. Beer, it could be helpful in a way. And some people might say like, no, there's no health benefits to it. Complete sobriety is much better. But if you actually like need medication, well, beer, it could help people that need to like calm their mind actually. So, are you for or against it? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, just be careful about that. Another thing I'm going to say is I do the best I can in my life, whether or not people tell me anything anymore. I don't really have people coming over, messaging me. I don't know what you think. You think I'm like less than adequate, but I'm just so far into my life that at this point I have to put even more effort to get to the next step. So I'm looking at long-term goals, not just short-term goals. I don't care about going out on the weekends anymore, and my social life is not what it used to be. And I was working hard in the summer. I was going to school full time, and I had that break in July, and that's when I made the last video. And then I wanted to redo it. So you're gonna see I'm gonna have a couple other videos where I look different and I'm not wearing this, and it's because I recorded something before and whatever. So um, I still have a clear conscience, and here we go. Be careful about who you let into your life. You never know if people have good intentions or if they're in the same place as you mentally. They might not be ready for what you are. You can't trust or depend anyone completely, unfortunately. And I can be very controversial at times. I get people thinking, maybe you don't want to change your mind. Maybe you don't think that I'm the right person to get advice from. But I think I'll be all right in general. I'm sure that you don't care much about me, and that's fine. Why would you? You know, people like actually go out of their way to like not care about you. Like that's something I realized in the adult world. You got to learn to care less and say less and go with the flow and all that stuff. But like people do not have time to listen to videos like this. They don't have time to get to know you. But that's kind of what I want. Like I wanted like a real friendship or a real relationship, and you hear people saying like people are so fake nowadays, blah blah blah. It's because nobody's giving you enough time, and people are so stuck at times in their routine. They have no time to think. So since I have all this free time on my hands, I actually do think a lot about all kinds of stuff. And what I want to do, I want it to be more meaningful to me than going to a random job. Let's say working for 20 bucks an hour. I refused a job at one point. I could have gotten a cleaning job, and it started at 25 hours a week. So I was like, no, that's not enough. I personally would not work for less than 18 to 20 bucks an hour, which isn't even that much money for like full time, 35 hours a week. Seriously, like I'm not about to give up my disability check, which pays the bills, for anything less than at least $2,500 a month cleared, or a little less, 2,200, fine. We'll see. Right now I'm making less than I would if I got 18 to 20 bucks an hour. So I calculated that I make as much money as like a taxi driver, which isn't that much. Normally they make about 18 bucks an hour, and I make probably closer to like 16 full time, but minimum wage is almost 16 bucks an hour, so I'm not gonna like go work for minimum wage, is basically what I'm saying. Anyways, maybe you're in the wrong place if you're more advanced than me or not ready for this advice. Maybe you're a Nazi, which is not okay. And maybe you're laughing at that, and that's okay. But whatever. If you're mixed like I am, you can make jokes like that, make fun of white people because I'm white. You know what I mean? But am I? Somebody asked me if I was 1/8 black once. Anyways, I got my G pass. I don't know about you. I gotta try to stay positive. Still won't be enough for most people because there's no green screen behind me, and I'm not gonna be like, hey, what's up, guys? Everything's all right today, Like, I'm being real, I'm not being fake right now, So this is raw and uncut. I'm not that enthusiastic. Maybe I'm too relaxed. I gotta save my breath at times. Life can still be good, even after hard times. Why am I still single? God only knows why. You haven't seen anything yet. I will show you eventually. Let's normalize looking for green flags. You can see all the red flags you want, but that means you're negative minded. And I don't want to be with someone that's like so worried about anyone for just about anything, you know? Like maybe you'd be mad at me for certain things that I accept about myself that you can't accept. And I'm very sorry if you think that I am not okay or should be different. And it's like I'm committed to being defensive about it at this point because that's where I am in my life. And people have a hard time dealing with that. And because when you deal with someone, you have to consider them. And a lot of people are inconsiderate, especially in your 20s. You know what I would suggest? Work on being more considerate. Like, really. Not just put yourself in somebody else's shoes, but how is what I'm going to say going to make them feel? And I'm still learning. I had some issues with that recently, which is why I got kicked out of my class. I was going to at 8 in the morning until 3 p.m. I was studying telecommunications at trade school, and now I'm going to be switching programs. I'm going to be starting a new program in November, and then it's really going to start full time in January, so I have a ways to go. And I got kicked out of class because I got into a big argument with this woman that wasn't trying to listen to me, was ignoring me. She was being really rude, and I didn't know what to do, so I walked away at first, and then she came back. She wanted to talk to me about what happened, and I just uh, didn't want anything to do with it. And she was like getting mad at me, and I was like, oh, I don't care, and whatever. And it's this huge thing that blew out of proportion, and the class didn't want to take my side, and they didn't fully understand what happened. And they're telling me they don't want me to feel like I got punished, but it's going to take me longer to finish that program. But now I'm going to switch programs and go into electricity, and instead of it being in the morning, it's going to be in the evening. So I'm going to start with a new group again. I've been in the school for like 2 years now, and I still haven't finished my trade, unfortunately. I wanted to do telecommunications and electricity, and it's taken a while, but I passed my last exam, basically. So I was in school doing delivery driving on the side, which is a side hustle. DoorDash doesn't pay much. And Instacart and all that stuff. Bah. You know, it's not reliable, so you need like another kind of income anyways. And maybe I said too much in class. Maybe I shouldn't have said what it was that was thought-provoking to the class. They were talking about the Huac Tua girl, and I was like, you know what? That's a joke for like college kids and young people, and I'm so tired of hearing it. It has already been over a month or two since that joke happened, and you know, like, get over it kind of thing. Like, holy crap. Anyways, like I said, I could be controversial because here I am saying that, and there's gonna be some kid out there that's gonna say, fuck off, don't ruin the fun for us college kids. I'm not trying to ruin the fun, but like, shit. Was it really that funny? I don't know. It was funny at first, then it was fucking annoying. So I brought it up, I said that, and then somebody else in the back that was like 40 said, like, I'm a lot older than you, blah, 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 you know, and we were fine, them and I, that person that said that, but then I told him something that the woman I got into an argument had said, and she said, oh, you're twisting my words again. So she was holding a grudge for something that happened before, where she felt like I said the wrong thing, and I didn't say exactly what it was that she said. And then she got mad at me, and she didn't want to explain herself, so I was left in the dark, and I walked away, and then she came back, and she wanted to talk about it, and the whole class was wondering like what happened, and then it just got worse, and then she went to go tell the office that I did something wrong, and then they suspended me, and then they didn't want me coming back to school because I talked to everybody else about it on the group chat that we were in, and they just did not want to hear it, did not want to take my side, did not want to give me any kind of compassion at all towards the whole situation, which made me feel like, wow, thanks a lot, guys. I was nice to everybody. I was showing up. I was doing my work. I was on a roll. And now I got kicked out because of that. Like, anyways, I'm just a 28-year-old in the back of the class looking at everybody else saying, like, shit, grow up a bit anyways, because you're looking at a video that the teacher showed us of the Huac Tua girl. Like, yeah, that's so fucking hilarious. 2 months later. And did I have to say something? Did I not have to say something? But can I not? Could I not have said what I did? Was it so terrible what I said? And also, like, what I said in class that made her say, like, oh, you're twisting my words. Like, it wasn't anything mean that I said. I said that the guy that I was talking to was told by her, the woman, that he was getting older, and soon you're going to be in a retirement home or blah, blah. Like, seriously, that's more or less what she said. And then she said, no, it's not what I said. I'm getting off topic right now, but that's why I got kicked out of class. So, what am I going to do next time? Well, I'm not going to have to deal with her. She's a bit crazy, actually, in my opinion. And she said, I'm not nice. Not me, but her. She said, I'm not a nice person. So it just shows you, like, what kind of person I'm dealing with. And she had something against using contraception. Like, she was, like, anti-abortion. So I don't know. There's people like that, though. There's all kinds of people in this world, and nobody's gonna take your side or my side more than anything. And now it's like a setback, but in the long run, I'll be better off anyways. But there's like different long runs. There's this year, there's next year, then there's 5 years, then there's 10 years, and I have these ideas, but life's gonna end up hitting you with something that's gonna change your outlook and your reality and the outcome of whatever it is that you're doing. You can't really avoid everything. People push you sometimes and you're there and you're trying to like not be insulted or disrespected, but it's very hard because not everybody in the world is that respectful. But I was raised to be respectful, but like there's actual assholes out there, and I'm not gonna lie about that. You have to be careful. And I said to the counselor that was talking to me about it after, like, should I have tried to been a ghost or ignored her or whatever? And they said, no, like, you don't need to be a ghost. I'm there in class, in the flesh, in person. It's really me. Wherever I go, I'm there. I'm me. I have something to say. I guarantee you that. And the world has a hard time dealing with people that have opinions, feelings, that are gonna call other people out on shit. If you have any pride in you for whatever reason, you're doing well in your own life and you know it, and then you go out into the public and other people are not gonna reciprocate the same feelings that you have, the same energy, or the same idea or whatever. They could be negative minded, they could be careless or whatever. You have no idea what they're going through, and some people are very closed off. They're not going to tell you, and they're not going to help you. And that's what I learned about the real world and my school. It's the staff are nice, but I have a hard time dealing with fucking 20-year-olds that haven't grown up yet. And that's where I am. Like, I'm not ashamed or disappointed in myself. I just have a very hard time dealing with people, and they have a hard time dealing with me. But the reason I have a hard time dealing with people is because they have a hard time dealing with me. So I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I had anything against you. It's that you had something against me. And you were making a joke. And then I told you to shut the fuck up because I didn't want to hear your stupid ass joke kind of thing.